Great.
Moves in for Cieren Fallon, James Owen, those Gredley family silks. And we're all set for our final event of the afternoon. The American Holidays Handicap, 3/4 of a mile, 1,200 metres, 6 furlongs. And they're off and racing. A couple slow away with Star Material, Cherry Baker, but Ruby's Angel was fast out. As anticipated, is up there early in company with Go Vince Go. Alaminos just behind the lead, had to take off heels with Watch Your Sloop, and up the running rail goes Temple of Athena to hold that spot. Tricky Tell wider out. Alaminos midfield, just ahead of the mauve jacket of Angel Love, who's just ahead of Star Material. De Bronx, Cherry Baker, a little bit outpaced at this stage in company with Arduous Invicta. 4 from the back is Evie Ross. So Ruby's Angels bagged the rail. Leads Go Vince Go in second. Temple of Athena, then Tricky Tell wider out. Watch Your Sloop written along amongst horses. Alaminos, Kevin Stott's just a little bit caught in the traffic at the moment with Star Material on the inside. Angel Love just hanging out slightly round the bend, and Alaminos is going to begin to need some luck here. They make the turn back towards home. Ruby's Angels had the dream run up front, now can kick off the home bend. Leads from Go Vince Go for the ITV7 player in second. Then racing in third, Temple of Athena. Alaminos is pulled to the outside but has running to do. Ruby's Angel out in front for Rudy Racing. Leads by a length from Go Vince Go, who's trying hard. From the back, Cherry Baker, who was slow away, is storming home. Out in the lead, Ruby's Angel overhauled by Cherry Baker. And Cherry Baker beat in the second. Ruby's Angel close for third. De Bronx, Tricky Tell. Go Vince Go then in sixth place. Arduous Invicta, as several from the back closed. It was one of those horses in the rear trio. Cherry Baker 25-1. Cieren Fallon, James Owen and the Gredley family have beaten Ruby's Angel into second. It's close for third. Tricky Tell on the outside. The horse that stormed through on the inner was De Bronx, and between the pair is Go Vince Go. That's not easy to pick, is it? Possibly Tricky Tell. We'll try and confirm that for you. Arduous Invicta. Alaminos got out in time. There were some that were in front of him, some that were behind him, and he failed to beat enough of them home. But Cherry Baker weaved through on the inside, and 25-1 shows that you can come from behind if you get the breaks. It all opened up for Cherry Baker.
And Richard, I hope Cheryl Baker was on at 25-1. Cieren Fallon for James Owen for the Gredleys. This will be an interesting race to watch back, Jason. 2 coming from the back, this horse and Go Bronx. The winner came from stall 8.
He's learnt from the master of this particular venue, hasn't he? His father was so good around here. Patience personified, and from stall number 8 he's gone back on the fence, short his way round, little bit of that drop away rail there, and then powers on through. James Owen's team, I think that's 56, somewhere around that for the current season. They had a treble in the week at Salisbury. I know that Cieren managed to ride one of them. He's ridden a good few winners, and the Gredley team as well. They'll be absolutely thrilled with that. A big drop in grade.
Yeah, you feel a little bit for the connections of Ruby's Angel, who pinged the lids and led all the way until she was run down late by Cherry Baker. But just watching it back there, you see the amount of ground that the winner was able to make up in the closing stages. I imagine there could have been a little bit of a pace collapse up in front, and pricking the ears with some arrogance crossing the line. And I wonder how that felt in the saddle. Ollie?
Yeah, we'll just go in with Cieren Fallon. Well done. Finished that race very strongly, Cieren.
She did, yeah. She's a filly we've always felt with quite high regards, and got it all wrong at Newmarket. I know she was a big price, but I thought she'd run better. I didn't have any cover, ran keen and faded away late on, and I was always keen to take my time today. She was a little bit outpaced and unbalanced with the track, but she came on strong.
Yeah, were you always confident? I mean, maybe not from those comments, but given how hard they went, that they would come back to you?
Yeah, for sure. And it was all about getting the right splits, and I was very lucky today that splits came, and I was lucky I had a filly there that was able to just quicken up nicely.
Yeah, well done. And these are the Chester Cup winning connections from last year with East India Dock, James Owen and the Gredleys. Cherry Baker led up by Izzy Lovat on the left there. There's the winning trainer. And his dad, Kieran's dad, is the one who's credited with saying to Aidan O'Brien, this is the track to run your classic horses, give them a trial round here, isn't he?
I think so. But, you know, when you talk about the quality that Cieren has, similar to his dad, you know, he tends to put them to sleep on the way round. He's got that sort of crouch style with a long rein, and he gets them flowing before going through the gears. And I think to have the patience there was pretty impressive. He rides with a boatload of confidence.
Well, of course, it was this week last year that James Owen enjoyed one of his great days as a young trainer when East India Dot won the Chester Cup, a day you'll never forget.
Yeah, fantastic day, and nice to be back here with the winner on our first run of the meeting, so that's great.
Yeah, Cherry Baker. I was rather hoping it was Cherry Bakewell would be one of my favourite little cakes, but Cherry Baker's done it nicely and had to sort of ride for luck, but sometimes riding for luck does work at this track.
Yeah, 100%. I think they obviously looked like they'd gone hard. She ran in the nail grip. We thought a lot of her, and she caught on the wing and probably didn't stay. She was just did a bit too free. She's been off the bridle early on, but she's come home real good. Great ride by Cieren, and she's a nice filly.
So going forward, it sounds like you feel there's still a bit more to come from her.
She's a classy filly at home, so we thought she was well handicapped, but it's hard against the boys. So, but she showed her quality there.
Particularly at this distance, a horse who might have a bit more to show at this trip.
Yeah, 100%. That's her trip. She'll come home strong, and a more economical track will probably bring out better in her.
And James, just for you, obviously all the talk at the weekend was George Bowie and what he's doing as a young trainer. You sort of burst onto the scene a few years ago and were training lots of winners. You still are training lots of winners. If you were giving yourself a school report, how's it gone?
It's going good. It's going good. Number of winners is great. Number of horses is great. We've got a great team of owners. Got a great team of staff, which you can't do it without. And we just keep trying and improving all the time. I'm learning more and more about the flat game. I know quite a bit about the jump game, but learning more and more about the flat game, and I'm loving it. And my 2-year-olds need to get better, which we've had a winner already. I understand they need to get better, and we are improving. We had a Breeders' Cup third with a 2-year-old last year. We had a Wimbledon Hawkeyes flown our flag. We just need to find those other horses that can do it for us.
Where is he now, Wimbledon?
He's going to go to the Brigadier Gerard, and then he'll go for the Hardwick.
It's interesting you say learning about the flat. We obviously haven't got time to do a sort of trainer feature right now, but just in a nutshell, when you can train a horse, get it fitted, so what is it about the flat that you are learning about, you feel you needed to learn more about?
More about the race programme, because I've never worked really for a flat trainer, so it's knowing the race programme, knowing when the races are. Obviously it's online, but it's the more you do it, the better it becomes, the more it gets set in your head, so we're getting there.
I mean, it sounds obvious, but getting a horse fit is one thing. Finding the right race for it to win is another. Is that basically what you're saying?
That's the hardest thing. I think that's the most important thing.
Well, you're doing it better than most. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and he found a nice opportunity here. Was much shorter than this when betting started on the race. Went off at 25-1. If you fancy Cherry Baker, you'll be thrilled with that SP. Ruby's Angels connection gave that horse a mighty roar. Hugo Palmer just has to wait for the first winner for that team. I'm sure it will come, and they've got a lot of ammo tomorrow, as Michael Owen was saying. And the horse named after Michael's dad finished in third at 16-1. Thank you for that tip, Michael Owen, if you followed him in. No winner of the ITV7 today. So the ITV7's not been won. It will be back tomorrow on what's been the most gorgeous day in sunshine here at Chester. Hopefully the weather will be kind again tomorrow. And we've just seen the Gredley colours carried to victory in the American Holidays Handicap.